What's up guys, MW2 here, and in today's video you're watching some Modern Warfare 2 gameplay. This is AK-12 gameplay that I've put together with the class setup and such, and hopefully enjoy the gameplay in the background, but I have a bit more of a serious tone for this video, this commentary. In recent news, as I'm sure you already know with the title of this video, as Israel has just been attacked by Hamas, which is a Muslim terrorist group or extremist group in the Middle East, bordering around in the outskirts of Israel, and it's mainly a Palestinian group or armed extremists, and they carried out a huge rocket barrage on the lands of Israel, and from what we know so far, about at least 1,000 people have been already killed by the rocket barrages. And not only was it rocket barrages, but there was just a huge coordinated attack by Hamas, and with armed truck convoys and groups, and already hundreds of civilians and Israeli soldiers have been kidnapped, not in addition to being killed. And as you can imagine, some have been taken hostage, and for some women that have been taken hostage, it's even worse circumstances, as I'm sure you can already imagine some of the atrocities that these extremists have committed on them. But yeah, and it's pretty clear now, especially after in response to this, Israel has pretty much declared a state of war against Palestinians, or specifically obviously the Hamas group. And it's truly obviously just a reoccurring thing with the whole history of the Israel, with the country of Israel, and versus the Arab countries and communities surrounding them. And because I'm sure if you don't know already, Israel, the Jewish community and the Muslim community in the Middle East has always been in conflict since practically the Second World War, and it's just been constantly just a never-ending hatred towards one another. And despite United Nations trying their best to provide fairness to both parties, none of them just seem to really be on equal terms. And more specifically, the Muslim community, the vast majority of the Muslim people that live there refuse to acknowledge Israel's and the Jewish community's presence there. And it's just so happens that with all the civil wars that have broken out between these two, Israel ended up being the dominant country in that area, and they're a Middle East superpower for that matter. And but on top of that, but because they are a military superpower, they are also surrounded by numerous Muslim countries that only after the Yom Kippur War, I believe it's only Egypt who has recognized Israel as a official country at that point, and their independence. But countries like Syria and Lebanon, and obviously the state of Palestine, which of course is where the Hamas is stationed, they refuse to acknowledge Israel's independence and its existence there as a country, and they still will do everything to try and just terrorize the Jewish community in Israel in itself. Hence why for years now Israel has been forced to enforce conscription on their people. I think men have to serve 4 years in the military, and women have to serve 2 years, if I'm not mistaken. I'll have to double check that. Yeah, there's a lot of history and going into this, because there's just been so much conflict between these communities, and now it's been escalated once again now by this huge rocket barrage and surprise terrorist attack. And now they're it's pretty official now. They're back at war again with each other, and who really knows what the casualty amount's going to be. But I mean, the main thing that is going to be the really hard thing to swallow is the amount of civilian casualties that's gonna take place, because you have to remember, with these rocket barrages that Hamas is doing, it's really these are homemade rockets, and they're not they're not guided or anything like that. They're just gonna hit anywhere. There's no specific military target. They just want to cause mass casualties and kill civilians and stuff. There's no military targets with these rocket barrages, which is the worst part. So my heart goes out to all the families and people that have been affected by the news of this, as well as the people that actually live there. Hopefully this will be something that they'll be able to deal with swiftly, and hopefully it will not be a super deadly and super long conflict. But yeah, I had to do a video on this, guys. Let me know what your thoughts are in comments below, but thank you for watching. Hope to see you guys in my future videos. Until next time, peace out, guys.